Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. Heat waves been faking me out. Can't make you happier now. Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. Heat waves been faking me out. Can't make you happier now. Usually I put.
Hi everyone. We're off to Liverpool in a few minutes for something very special, aren't we?
We are indeed, yeah. It's something you've been looking forward to for a while,
For a long time, yeah. So I'm a huge Home and Away fan, and two of the cast, which is Leah and Justin, so Ada Nicodemu and James Stewart, are coming doing a question and answer session tonight. Can also meet them, have some pictures done. It's very exciting.
Yeah, it's at the Pullman Hotel in Liverpool, just on the docks. So I'm going to grab a bit of tea at Pizza Express
Which
first.
I didn't realise until you told me then is right next door to the hotel, so that works perfectly.
Yeah, I'll literally spend that myself.
Yeah, nice pizza, and then we can head over, and we've got front row VIP tickets tonight.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah, so
Can't wait.
Let's go.
Nicodemu, James Stewart.
Hello.
So we can see, yes? We can all see them? Yeah. They're here in the flesh, it's real.
We are. We're here.
You travelled a long way to be here.
Yes.
We should just get this out of the way.
Show us the rock.
Oh, I know. Look at it.
Congratulations.
Yes.
So come on, talk us through it. Talk us through the moment.
You could start.
Oh, look. I knew it was coming because we planned the ring together. Well, I mean, I was an arsehole, wasn't I? I was just to the point where I was like with Scout asking so many questions. But I thought it might be Valentine's Day or when we went to Paris on the Eiffel Tower. Valentine's Day is when it happened, but the lead up, I kept going, so baby, should I wear? So I said to my best friend the Monday, so the Valentine's Day was Sunday, I said on Monday, I think he may ask me on Valentine's Day. She's like, nah, there's no way. But then I kept asking these questions and he was really calm. Anyway, so by the time we got to Valentine's Day, and I said to him, don't ask me if I have bad nails. And that day my nails was cancelled on the Saturday. So I said, oh baby, I can't get my nails done that day. He's like, oh well. Wait, what about my hair? I better get my hair done. No. So anyway, I thought it wasn't going to happen. So we go to dinner. He's like, let's go down to our spot where we kissed. And I'm like, oh, okay. So we went for the first time. So we went down there and then that's where it happened. And I was shocked and I did cry. And it was really lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's invited to the wedding.
Yeah. It's
World 2026. Where are you guys
Where are
up
you
to so
guys?
far
Yeah, what are
in
you
their
watching at the
storyline?
moment?
okay. Good.
So from there, what does 2026 have in store for the on-screen couple?
Right, so John moves in and it's tense for us. And you made him move in, so it's your fault.
Always is.
Has Brax and no, good. Oh, you've got so much to
A
come.
week away, yeah.
John causes a lot of havoc and he tries to fix everything himself. Yeah, so I didn't know what to do.
I had to look after Meryl.
A lot of times storylines happen because we need time off. So, for example, when I had to, like right now, I don't know what's happening because we're here. But
We could tell you, but then, you know, we have
we have to shoot you. But yeah, a lot of times, so for example, when I was overseas in Europe, you had to deal with Marilyn living in the Morgan house. But John, we had to both deal with that, didn't we? Yeah.
But anyway, we got some helicopters. We got a big ton of cattle to run up the big red plains of Western Australia. The colour, it's like, I've been here 10 years. No, I haven't been here 27. But in the 10 years that I've been here, this is really a massive step up for us.
Yeah.
It's really pleased a lot of us back home. So we're so super excited that you guys are about to get it.
It doesn't look like Home and Away. Yeah.
Who's got it on before getting together? You must have seen it all. What one specific thing the other person used to do years ago that totally annoyed you then? I should have proofread. But you actually find cute or funny now. that you're a couple.
Careful.
You go first, because I know what I'm going to say. Go.
What one thing do I find annoying then do I find great now? I think that's kind of easy. I'm going to say this. Ada's a really big dork. She was a dork growing up and she's just perfect at everything she does. And when I was 25, I was like, stop being perfect. Now it's an example for me. Now I go, that's the bar. That's the bar. And so I watch what you do now and thank God for the dork. It's a good answer, wasn't it?
Good answer.
Thank you. I'm here all week. Try the schnitzel.
Now I've got to be really kind.
Really hard.
No. Okay, so how do I put this nicely? Because you're a little bit like controlling in the
Here we
fact
go.
that no, hang on. Okay, so you
Maybe
bring
things aren't as rosy as
no, you bring an idea to a scene. Always you bring an idea to a scene, and the crew love it, and we as actors love it. But sometimes, it can seem like that's the idea.
Yeah.
But I love that because you've thought about it and you're passionate and you do bring an idea and it gives us like a way to go in a scene. So I really like that. I like that you, even with this trip now, like you get up 2 hours before we all get up and you plan out the whole day. But that's a really nice thing that you do. So he's actually...
I sweat when I panic.
He's very thoughtful. You're very thoughtful.
Trains from London to Liverpool. Lime Street, getting off. Where's the Uber?
I'm a bit worried that he's going to leave me for ChatGPT. To the point where I'll say my opinion and he goes, I'll just have ChatGPT. I'll ask ChatGPT.
Last time I say that.
Yeah.
Leg. They played well last week, did they?
So we have like a massive... So Jonas, stand up. Jonas is the biggest Liverpool fan you'll meet. So we're here in Liverpool to watch a Liverpool game.
He's such a Liverpool fan. When I say the name Manchester, I run.
And we don't talk about Everton.
Oh,
Sorry.
gasp. You guys love your football.
It's like a religion. It's
We love that.
amazing.
Australians love their sport
Yeah.
too.
Fans all over UK, and earlier this year, at the end of last year, we were together in Ireland and in Norway and across the
Yeah.
UK. There's a huge fan base on the other side of the world. Why? Why is a show from 12,000 miles away so popular here? What do you guys think is the reason?
For me personally, I think it resonates with people. There's always a character you can relate to. There's always a storyline you can relate to. Also, we've been in your lounge rooms for 33 years. You all know us, and it feels like home. I think. What about you?
I agree. There's a whole bunch of components to this, and I think, from top to bottom, I think location's a really important thing. I think you guys see the beaches, and the Norwegians were like, is it that blue and beautiful all the time? It's not all the time, but I said, yeah, of course it is. And beach and bikinis and board shorts. We're always walking around in bikinis and board shorts. We're not. But, it's that as well as multi-generational. I don't think now with streaming, you get shows that are made for 30 to 40-year-olds and shows that are made for 50 to 60-year-olds. But this one's kind of, my daughter can watch at 13, my mum can watch at 80, and we can all talk about the same sort of thing. And I also think there's something about a show where 1 week you could be watching the dangerous criminal run from the cops and hurt this person, and it's all this action, and the next scene is Alf having a cup of tea. And I think the cup of tea is just as important as the action, because a lot of folks back home where we're from are like, if I just have that cup of tea with Alf, if I'm just there, I'm having my tea after the dinner, and he's having a cup of tea, it's kind of like just things are just normal. And that's just as important as an action sequence. So I think we're hitting a few little things that a lot of other shows kind of can't do.
Yeah. Did you have a question?
Yeah, hi guys, and congratulations on the engagement.
Thank you. Still engaged.
Still.
Sorry. It's an oldie bit of good.
My question is, I've seen a lot of articles online about the possibility of the show ending next year. I'm hoping it's all fake news, so just wondering if you could confirm that.
I think it is, as far as we know.
I don't know yet.
No, I think it is fake
Still
news.
got a
news,
job.
yeah.
The show is doing better than it ever has done. I
Yeah.
think it's fake news.
That's one thing that you need to be aware
Yeah.
of, is particularly on Facebook
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of nonsense gets posted
Of course.
there. Real
Yeah.
rubbish.
And I think
clickbait, not stupid
Yeah.
stuff.
In a week's
Yeah.
time, when you watch Where We Go in a week's
Yeah.
time, ask the same question. I think you answer it yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
Thank
very,
you.
very long day. One, if you had to pick just one Leah storyline that you look back that stands out for various reasons, whether it was a challenge or you just really enjoyed doing it. Is there one that really
I'll
sticks
tell
out?
you, well, it's not a challenging story, but I'll tell you a funny story. Just goes to show how sometimes you forget, that you're an actor, and, everything just blurs a bit. I remember there was this one time I was in a cafe. I was doing a photo shoot, actually, and I went to go and get a coffee, and I happened to start chatting to a man at the cafe, and he said that his mum was in town because she had a brain aneurysm. And I literally went to say, I know what that's like. And then I went, hang on, Ada. That was Leah who had a brain aneurysm, not you. So sometimes I forget that it's not me and it's Leah. And I was literally about to start to try and talk to this man about the fact that I understand how his mum had a brain aneurysm and I had one too. So sometimes all that stuff blends. It's not the same that when you had a kidnapping. I've had many of those.
6,
But,
5,
or at least.
5 husbands.
No, 4.
Okay, 5th.
No, aren't you the fourth?
I don't know.
Okay, who's the biggest fan? Who can name all of Leah's husbands? Go.
Vinny.
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 Dan.
Dan? Yeah?
Dan.
Yeah.
Zach.
Zach. Yeah.
And now him. Yeah, you're fourth.
What about,
No, I've had a lot of engagements.
oh, Ginger, no, Zach.
No, I married him.
Oh, married.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not ginger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, settle down.
She moves like a map with no border.
Hi everyone, it's the morning after the night before. This is actually take 2, we filmed it last night, but Aaron said when he's tried to edit it, it's very dark.
Yeah, the video was horrendous. So
take two. So yeah, we had a brilliant time last night. Lovely food at Pizza Express.
Yes, it was really good. Really good. We had a starter and a mains, didn't we?
Yeah, I had the triple cheese dough balls,
Yeah.
and you had the chicken, chicken strips.
Yeah, chicken strips, chicken ginger ones, yeah.
So we sort of mixed and matched a bit, didn't we?
Yeah. It looked really nice.
And yours came with a dip, which you didn't try, but it was actually quite nice.
Mhm.
And then we had the classic margarita pizza each.
Yeah.
For mains.
Then on to there, we went to the
main
Pullman
event.
Hotel.
Yes. Jimmy and Ada were absolutely lovely. We had a great night. Got signed pictures. Yeah, we also got, particularly being on the front row VIP, we got a large picture, which Jimmy and Ada have signed. I think if you're on rows maybe 2 to 5, the image is smaller.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if the back row's got an image.
I'm not sure. I think they got
Unless they got the smaller
yeah.
one. So this was fine. And being on the front row as well, we got lanyards.
We did.
You see that?
Yeah,
so
those signed as well.
Jimmy and Ada signed that.
Mm-hmm.
We got pictures with them, as you'll see in the vlog. And they were just really lovely.
Yeah. I think I had a couple of minutes with them each, everybody. Oh,
Yeah.
It's like 50 people, I think, in total.
Yeah, so they started with the front row, didn't they?
Yes, I was the front.
And then you were free to leave once you'd seen them. And as they got engaged, I bought them an engagement card and gave them that.
Yeah, I think a few people gave
Yeah,
different bits
I
and
wasn't
pieces,
the
didn't
only
they?
one.
So,
So
yeah.
that was really nice. They were really grateful for that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was a great night for a home and away fan.
Yeah, so if you've liked the video, please subscribe and like the video. Comment below if you've ever met anybody from the show. Or,
Yeah, or if you're a big fan like me, what's your favourite storyline? Comment below.
Yes, okie dokie. Well,
See you soon.
see you soon.
Bye.